Hello and welcome students. I am Mansi Panwar, Assistant Professor at School of Computer Science and Applications, IIMT University. Previously, we have discussed what are computers, different functions of computers, what are the different components of computers, and even we have discussed what are the different number systems that a computer use. We have discussed 4 number systems. First one was binary number system, decimal number system, hexadecimal number system, and octal number system. So next we will see what are the role of computers in different fields. By role we mean why computers are important and why they are used to do different tasks in different fields, because as we know, in different fields there is a list of different tasks. So there will be a differentiation between the use of computers in these fields. First of all, we will see role of computers in business. Here you can see first point is data management and processing. Here, storing and managing large volumes of data using databases, which means we can store large volumes of data using database. So what is the difference between managing a database on computers and managing a database without computers? So previously in older days we used to use files to store data, and that's why there was a pile of files that we have to manage. There were also many disadvantages related to those files. Either it is physical damage or it occupies some space and requires libraries or any other place to be stored. So there is a better option that we manage data using computers. How? Computers have databases. As in businesses there is a vast variety of data and we have to store it. For example, if there are 500 employees in an organization or in a company, their data has to be managed and stored. Their data requires their name, their age, their salary records, and many more things. So that data can be stored and used in a very easier way using online databases or databases on the computer. Second one is speedy retrieval and updating of records. So this management of records on computer makes it possible and easy to easily retrieve and update the data. Let us take an example. If there is an employee named Patrick, then we can access all of his record by only searching the name Patrick in our database. So it makes speedy retrieval, and if we want to update any data, any information of Patrick, then we can update his record very easily. So it is easier to use and also time efficient. Next is communication in a business. As we all know, communication is the key of business. If there is effective communication, the business will grow faster, and if the communication is not so good, there will be some lags in the business. First point is emails, video conferencing, and collaborative platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Slack. As we all gone through Corona pandemic, there were work from home. How do we possible to do work from home? It was only because of Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Slack. Whenever there is a meeting, whenever there is a work, or whenever the organization wants to communicate with its employees, it use any of these platforms, and it also have many features that are beneficial. For example, if we communicate in physical mode or face to face, there is no evidence of our communication. But if we communicate through computers, there is an evidence of all of our communication and we can go through it if needed. Next is global connectivity enables real-time communication. That means if a company or an organization have their headquarters in foreign countries and they have some branches here in India, then it is possible for them to communicate with all of its units, and also they can manage all the work from hybrid locations. So it is known as global connectivity enables real-time communication. That means whenever the communication is required, whenever there is a need for communication, at that time only we can communicate to our organization. Next is e-commerce and online transactions. Online stores rely entirely on computer systems. What are online stores? Online stores are the stores, or we can say e-shops, from where we buy things and we can also sell our goods. The example is written here, Amazon and eBay. What is Amazon? We used to buy things from Amazon, or now there is a vast growth in the use of Amazon in India. So what is the role of computers in Amazon e-platform? If there will be no computer, then where you will be searching the goods you want? And also, if you have the computer to search the product but the server is not working, what is a server? Server is also a computer that reacts to your request. So computer plays an important role in online stores. The organizations that are making products put their products on the website, and from the website you can search them, you can buy them, and you can also make e-payments. What are e-payments? Generally we are doing it on daily basis. E-payments are the payments that are done in online form using different platforms such as Google Pay, Paytm, and many more. Secure online payments systems using encryption. So these all online payments platforms use encryption. What is encryption? Encryption is coding our data. If we have a data going from one place to other place, we can encrypt it so that it cannot be theft and no changes can be made into it. Next up we have accounting and finance. Accounting software, for example, Tally, QuickBooks for bookkeeping. What is bookkeeping? In traditional ways, we used to keep a book with us to write the accounts and write the payments into it. But now we can perform it using computers, and it have different softwares to do so. There are the examples Tally and QuickBooks. Next up we have automated financial analysis, budgeting and forecasting. So the analysis of our finances will be automatic using computers because these softwares have some inbuilt functionalities, and also we can perform budgeting without human intervention. I'm not saying that without human intervention, but it will require minimum human intervention. Next up we have CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. As we can understand by the name, it is the technique of maintaining our relationship with the customers. As an organization, our main users are customers, and only customers are the one who affects us. So we have to maintain good relationship with our customers. So tools like Salesforce help businesses track interactions with customers and manage sales pipelines. So basically CRM platforms allow us and facilitates us to manage our relationships with the customers. Whenever we buy a product from any website, you can see that on our Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, similar ads to that product keeps showing. It is all because of CRM, because we are giving feedback by our searches to the organization, and it gets to know our interest, so it will suggest us like projects. Next is inventory and supply chain management. What is inventory? Inventory is the stock that we keep with us as an organization. How much stock is in our inventory, how much is sold, and how more we require. So all these records can be done using a computer easily in a business. Real-time tracking of stock. That's what I said. Next is role of computers in robotics. How computers are used in today's world. As we can say, robotics is on boom nowadays. First one is computer aided design. Designing products with accuracy and flexibility. If we design a product with our hand or humanly, it will be not that accurate that produced by a computer. So computers can design a product more efficiently. Simulation before actual production saves time and resource. It is better to make a simulation before producing the actual product, because if there is any error in the actual product, then we have to correct it, and it requires more time and cost. So it is better that we create a simulation before creating the actual product. Next up, we have computer aided manufacturing. In computer aided manufacturing, integration with machinery for automated manufacturing processes. So nowadays all the things and many of the things are made in the factories, and in factories the machinery that is used to produce the products includes any of the type of computer in it. So it is used for manufacturing. Next is robotics and automation. Use of programmable robots for tasks like assembly, packaging, and inspection increases production speed and reduce labor cost. What does it mean? By robotics, we can see there is a lot of time that is saved. In many restaurants and many companies, robots are used to do human work. For example, if we go in a restaurant, there is a robot that takes the order and serves us the food, which will save time because robots are faster than humans and also human labor. And in a company, robots can be used for packaging, assembly, and inspection. Next is quality control. Sensors and vision systems ensure products meet standards. If we see a product with our eyes, we cannot distinguish between them as efficiently as a robot can. So sensors and vision systems that are embedded in a robot can ensure products meet standards, that our product meets the standards that were set before producing the product. Real-time defect detection. If there is any defect in the product, it will be detected on real time or instantly. Next is inventory control and resource planning. ERP software for managing resources, planning, production schedules, and tracking performance. All these operations can be done using a computer, because if we want to run an ERP software, we need computer. So next up, we have role of computers in media and entertainment. First topic is digital content creation. What is content creation? Anything we make to upload on media and entertainment platforms is known as content. A content can be a picture, an audio, a video, a poster, or anything else. So graphic design, video editing, and animation tools, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Blender. All these are used on computers. So we can say computers are important in digital content creation because there is a term digital, and digital itself associated with computers. Next is special effects in films and games rely heavily on computer graphics. Nowadays we all watch movies that have some special effects in it, and also some games that have some effects in it. All these effects and all these scenes can be done only by using a computer. Second is broadcasting and streaming. Internet-based services like YouTube, Netflix, Spotify depend on computers and servers, because if there is no computer, no server, how are you going to use YouTube or Netflix? Live broadcasting and podcasting facilitated by computer systems. If there is any news channel that is broadcasting live and there is any live podcast, all those can be facilitated by computers, because our mobile is also a computer and we daily watch thousands of videos or text or podcast on our mobile, and all that is done using a computer because mobile is also a computer. Next up we have journalism and publishing. Desktop publishing software, InDesign, MS Publisher. All these are the softwares that are used to publish our content. Digital newspapers and e-magazines are the magazines or newspapers that are published online. Now we don't need to buy physical newspapers or magazines because all those are present over internet. And internet we mean computers, because internet is only used on computers. Either it is a mobile phone, a laptop, a desktop or anything else. Next is gaming industry. Video games developed using game engines like Unity and Unreal Engine, all those work on computers. So gaming industry comes under entertainment. So role of computers in entertainment is important. Online multiplayer systems require high performance computing and networking. Online multiplayer systems require high performance computing and networking because in gaming industry there is a vast use of computers and we require a high knowledge in that to implement those tactics that are required to invent or make a game. So computers play a very important role in gaming industry also. Next is role in defense and security. What is the role of computers in defense and security? First is surveillance and intelligence. Satellite imagery, drones and sensor networks monitored using computer systems. All the drones, satellites and sensor networks can be monitored using only a computer system. Data analysis for threat detection and intelligence gathering. This is also a feature that is of computer in surveillance and intelligence. Next is communication systems. Secure military communication networks rely on encryption and satellite links. Encryption, I have told you before what is encryption. Encrypting or coding our data into a language that cannot be theft. Next is real-time data sharing among units. If there are two military units or two defense units, they can communicate in real time using a computer. Next is simulation and training. Flight and combat simulators used for realistic training without risk. So if there are army officers that used to train, so they can use simulators instead of real experience, because in real experience there can be a loss of life, loss of money and loss of time, which is saved by simulators. virtual reality used for battlefield simulations. What is virtual reality? Virtual reality is creating a real looking environment using computers, but it is not really real. Weapon systems and control. Guided missile systems and radar systems are controlled and monitored by computers. Autonomous systems, drones, robotic vehicles, increasingly integrated into operations. So these are the operations that are used in weapon systems and control. So we can say role of computer is important also in defense and security. Last but not least, role of computers in education. First one is e-learning and virtual classrooms. So there is a huge role of computers in education, because currently if I am teaching you on a panel, what is a panel? It is also a computer. So e-learning is learning using electronic devices. And virtual classrooms, what is virtual classrooms? This is also a virtual classroom, because I am using a panel, not a board and a marker or a chalk, but I am using a panel. Next is administrative automation. There are thousands or lakhs of students in some universities. How their data will be maintained? We are unable to maintain that data on paper, and if we do so, there is so many problems and it will be hectic. So computers make that record keeping easier. So the administrative automation is easier using computers. Student records, exam results, scheduling managed through software. There is a software that can manage all those things, and we don't have to write it on paper and maintain a pile of files. Next is library systems, fee collection and HR handled digitally. All these features are provided by a computer to maintain our educational records. Next is research and development. How it helps us? Access to global research through digital libraries and journals. It provides us access to digital libraries. Data analysis tools such as SPSS, MATLAB for academic research. If we want to research anything, we want to do any academic research, we can use these platforms, which are data analysis tools. Next is smart classrooms and digital boards. Again, smart classrooms are affiliated with some e-devices, electronic devices, and this digital board is also an electronic device and also a computer. And last is personalized learning and AI integration. We can perform personalized learning and integrate with AI using computers. Thank you so much, students. I hope you understand. We will continue in further videos.